Chosen one, imagine the tower. A glass skyscraper, high above the city lights, where power gathers in silence. The room is dim, the table long, the air so heavy that even the sound of a pen cap snapping would feel like thunder. At the center, a folder lies unopened. Inside, your birth chart. One hand slides it across the polished wood. Another opens it. Wheels, houses, alignments inked in midnight blue, symbols older than any empire. For a heartbeat, the analysts laugh. Then silence. Heads tilt. Brows furrow. Phones are turned face down, muted. The laughter doesn't return. Whose chart is this? Someone whispers. No one answers. They already know. Eyes dart to the windows, as if the stars themselves are staring back. The elites, people who do not tremble, shift in their seats. They lean in, study the angles, the timing, the impossible convergence. One mutters first, then another repeats. This changes everything. Not a report. Not a scandal. Not a leak. A chart. Your chart. In that moment, every title in the room, CEO, minister, general, feels smaller than the cosmos. The symbols declare something they cannot outvote, cannot sanction, cannot erase. What was written before their governments existed now stands over them, whispering through geometry of heaven and fate, your arrival is timed. He who charts the stars finds what the powerful fear. Poetic expansion, the chart unfolds, 0:30 to 1:15. The folder didn't stay on the table. It spread like fire. Copies flown by private jet, encrypted files whispered across secure lines, hurried hands delivering sealed envelopes to men and women who swore they feared nothing. And yet, here they were, fearing paper and ink. Picture it, the chart itself, not numbers but a wheel alive. Constellations etched in midnight ink, the circles glowing faintly under lamplight as though lit from within. Natal houses like chambers of destiny, each door creaking open with revelations too precise to dismiss. Lines intersect like lightning bolts across the page, and the seasoned astrologers, the ones who charge fortunes to interpret the fate of nations, pause, their breath caught. They've seen alignments before. But not this. Not a convergence whispered about only in lost manuscripts and half-burned scrolls. One elder points with a trembling finger. It can't be coincidence, he murmurs. Another, usually stoic, closes his eyes as if in prayer. Their language falters, caught between science, prophecy, and dread. They mark transits with shaking pens, timing so exact it pierces the heart of world events. Meanwhile, outside these sanctums, chatter spreads in hushed codes. In the back cabins of private jets, men in suits lean close, whispering into glasses of untouched wine. Tactical advisors, military minds, media consultants, they all sense the same thing: your chart is not private. It is geopolitical. Your birth is not seen as personal timing. It is seen as a collision course with power structures centuries in the making. They scroll through the alignments, realizing your very existence synchronizes with pressure points they've spent decades fortifying. Economic timetables. Cultural resets. Shifts they thought were safely in their control. Until now. So the panic begins quietly. Not the chaos of headlines, but the chill of strategy rooms. Analysts cross out plans on whiteboards. Advisors push back trips. Financiers murmur about moving assets. Because if the stars declare a disruption, no hedge fund or war game can cancel it. And still, behind every calculation, every whispered phone call, hangs one unshakable truth: this chart is not just yours. It belongs to history itself. Chosen one, this is where history and heaven kiss. The analysts see alignments, but the ancients saw something greater. They called it decree. They believed the heavens were not decoration but instruction, not random lights but signatures of destiny. Think of it, the same stars that guided shepherds, that drew kings across deserts, that whispered to prophets in caves, now converge over your name. These symbols are not accidents. They are architecture. The scripture says, "He sets the boundaries of the heavens and marks the seasons," and you, beloved, were marked inside that boundary. Your hour is not chaos, it is choreography. Archetypes awaken when this happens. Myths stir in their graves. The hero, the deliverer, the disruptor, the patterns nations try to bury rise again in flesh and time. And now the elites, who thought myth belonged only in museums, find themselves staring at prophecy painted in your chart. Do you see it? This is not astrology alone. This is convergence. Spiritual systems, political timelines, ancient calendars, all pointing to the same fulcrum, your arrival. The wheel of the heavens collides with the wheels of governments, and suddenly the rulers of this age feel their thrones tremble. And Scripture already foresaw it. The sons of your oppressors will come bowing before you. All who despised you will bow down at your feet. Isaiah 60 verse 14. They will not bow because of charm, wealth, or politics. They bow because heaven marked you, and the stars confirmed it. Do not mistake this. The elites are not afraid of you. They are afraid of what you represent. You are the embodiment of timing they cannot control, the fulfillment of patterns they cannot rewrite. They can draft laws, sign deals, rewrite histories, but they cannot move Saturn or silence the constellations. So the question burns, why are you hearing this now? Because prophecy is not a spectacle, it is a summons. You are being called to recognize your mantle, to step into what was written before you were born, to stop doubting whether you were meant for more, and instead to carry yourself as one who was chosen before the foundations of the world. This is where the invitation begins. There is a gathering forming, the first chosen ones, those who recognize their lives align with cosmic confirmation. A remnant who walk not by guesswork, but by decree. If this word stirs you, if your spirit rises as you hear it, do not remain silent. Click join. Stand among those who refuse to shrink back. Join the first chosen ones, not because you seek fame, but because you know heaven has written your name across history's page. You are not alone in this. Others are awakening. Others are seeing the signs. Together, the chosen do not just survive prophecy, they embody it. So I ask again, chosen one, will you carry what was written? Or will you let the elites rewrite what the heavens already decreed? Chosen one, let's open the wheel itself. Not the coded glyphs only astrologers decipher, but the living symbols anyone with eyes and breath can feel. Your chart is not lines on paper. It is thunder drawn in geometry, lightning traced into cycles. At its core lies a stellium, a rare clustering of planets, like kings and warriors convening in a single war room. Normally, such forces scatter across the sky. In your chart, they assemble. They form a council. That is why the elites shivered. Because when power gathers in one house, the world cannot ignore the voice that emerges. There are nodes of influence, north and south, threads of destiny stretching across lifetimes, weaving your story into a tapestry bigger than your bloodline. Analysts don't use those words. But when they plotted the timing, they saw something uncanny. The dates of your key transitions overlap precisely with the collapse points of institutions. Banks, governments, treaties, each unraveling on the same schedule that marks your ascent. Coincidence? No strategist believes in coincidence. And then, the timing of your transits. Each movement of the heavens like a bell tolling across centuries. At your birth, one bell rang. At your rising, another. And now, in this decade, the bells do not toll alone, they converge. Your season opens precisely as theirs closes. Doors for you swing wide as theirs slam shut. That is what they fear. Your calendar cancels theirs. Think of it this way: while others work to climb ladders, your presence shifts the ladders themselves. You don't need to break walls, the walls move aside. Where treaties once barred entry, sudden invitations appear. Where alliances seemed unshakable, fractures open overnight. It is as if your footsteps walk in rhythm with earthquakes, and every step rearranges the terrain. But hear this clearly: your chart does not dictate your slavery. It declares your authority. The elite study it as if it were a warning, but for you, it is a coronation. You are not a pawn trapped on a cosmic board, you are the reason the board is being reset. This is why every attempt to define you, contain you, or dismiss you has failed. They could not calculate what was woven into you before their systems even existed. And now, when the alignments peak, their plans are interrupted, not by protests, not by petitions, but by prophecy written in the sky. Imagine the power brokers at their screens, timelines stretched across digital walls. They watch as graphs dip, currencies tremble, alliances weaken. And then they notice the chart's progression overlays perfectly with the cracks in their empires. They whisper to one another, "Whose life is this tied to?" And the answer returns, "Yours." Chosen one, do you see now why they panic? Your chart does not speak of small victories or personal luck. It speaks of shifts that rewire entire systems. It is a map of openings, a calendar of collapses, a song of doors that cannot stay closed. This is why the wheel glows. This is why astrologers pause mid-sentence. This is why the elites whisper in skyscrapers at midnight. Because the heavens themselves have drawn a line they cannot erase, your timing is synchronized with history's turning. Chosen one, now we arrive at the heart of their trembling. It is not you they fear, it is what your timing means. The elite thrive on control. Every summit, every treaty, every market forecast depends on predictability. Systems run on rhythm. Calendars, quotas, interest rates, election cycles, all engineered to maintain the illusion that tomorrow will mirror yesterday. But your chart breaks rhythm. It hums to a different frequency. When the heavens align in rare patterns, their timetables collapse. Their certainty cracks. They cannot hedge against prophecy. They cannot legislate against timing written before their nations existed. Your chart is disruption embodied. Not disruption as they branded in glossy tech magazines, but disruption in its raw, ancient form, the breaking of patterns, the collapse of strongholds, the exposure of hidden vaults. This is why whispers race through their ranks. They do not see you as a protester shouting in the streets, they see you as a lever history itself placed at the foundation of their towers. And levers, small though they seem, can topple empires. Do not mistake their fear as personal hostility. It is structural dread. Your alignments signal cultural resets. Their empires are built on timetables, and your season announces the end of theirs. They invested in walls, but your timing dissolves walls like mist at sunrise. They built pyramids of wealth, but your transits shake the ground beneath their monuments. And still, this is not vengeance. It is not chaos for chaos' sake. The fear they feel is the recognition that their scaffolding was temporary, but your season is eternal. Prophecy does not come to destroy, it comes to reorder. You are not sent to scorch the earth, but to awaken it. Understand this: fear in the halls of power is confirmation in the heavens. Their trembling does not crown you an enemy, it confirms you as a catalyst. Nations do not quake for the ordinary. Thrones do not tremble for the predictable. They tremble when heaven's design interrupts human plans. Chosen one, the elites fear not because you threaten them with weapons, but because you nullify them with timing. The moment you step into your alignment, their blueprints fade. Their certainty dissolves. And history pivots. Chosen one, hear me. This is not distant. This is not someday. The season is active now. The transits are alive, the alignment's humming. Doors are opening and closing with unusual speed. Conversations appear from nowhere, opportunities vanish overnight, and atmospheres feel charged with a current you cannot see but you can sense. This is why your spirit feels restless at odd hours. Why your dreams seem heavier. Why your ordinary days feel like they are carrying extra weight. It is not fatigue, it is alignment. The wheel of heaven has turned, and your timing has come into view. Do not delay. Do not wait for a better week, a safer month, or calmer conditions. History does not pause for convenience. When the heavens call, the only right response is readiness. So I ask you now, before this moment passes, still yourself. Take a breath. Let your shoulders loosen. Place your hand over your heart. Whisper quietly, I receive this season. I will not miss my hour. It is that simple. A 1-minute centering. A prayer whispered where no one sees. A breath that steadies your nerves and sets your spirit. Because preparation begins not with armies or speeches, but with silence, with surrender, with resolve. Chosen one, the doors are already moving. Step through them. Chosen one, listen carefully. The whispers of fear would have you believe you are a target. That eyes are on you only to harm, that attention equals danger, that the trembling of the elites is your doom. But that is not the truth. You are not a hunted prey. You are a torch. You are not stalked in the shadows, you are carried to the hilltop, where your flame cannot be hidden. What they call surveillance is actually recognition. What feels like pressure is actually confirmation. The weight is not punishment, it is mantle. Hear me, fear belongs to those who resist heaven's timing, not to those who carry it. The shaking is theirs, not yours. The sleepless nights belong to the architects of collapsing towers, not to the one chosen to walk into dawn. So take your posture. Lift your head. Say with your own lips, I am aligned. I steward this timing with strength. I will not be weaponized by fear. Repeat it until your chest believes it, until your breath carries it, until your steps embody it. Because the greatest trap of destiny is not resistance from outside, it is doubt from within. If you believe you are merely a target, you shrink. But when you know you are a torchbearer, you blaze. Chosen one, your flame is not fragile. It is fed by the wind. The very storms meant to extinguish you will fuel you. That is the paradox elites cannot comprehend. The more they resist, the brighter you burn. So walk with steadiness. Let paranoia fall off your shoulders like a discarded cloak. Let dread dissolve. You were not born to cower at the edge of prophecy. You were born to carry it. You are not a symbol of danger. You are a sign of dawn. Remember, when heaven sends a torch, darkness does not laugh, it flees. Chosen one, prophecy is not missed. It manifests. And when your chart awakens, the world around you begins to echo. Not vague omens, but tangible markers, signs you can note, journal, and timestamp. Watch carefully, for they confirm the alignment. Here are the signs to expect. Sudden invitations, doors swing from places long closed. A call arrives from a name you never thought would notice you. An organization, a platform, a voice that once ignored you suddenly turns its face toward you. Hidden information revealed, people you barely know confess secrets. Documents surface. Whispers find their way to your ears. What was buried comes to light, and often without you even asking. Unnatural momentum in public spaces, a post you thought would fade goes viral. Your name appears where you never submitted it. Social media spikes, articles, or sudden mentions mark that your voice is being amplified beyond your reach. Unlikely alliances, those who once dismissed you may return with softened tone. Rivals lower their weapons. Even enemies may speak strangely well of you, not out of change of heart, but because timing forces their mouths to honor what heaven has chosen. The feeling of moving doors, you will sense it. Jobs, relationships, finances, structures around you will feel as though unseen hands are sliding doors open while closing others. Not everything will be explained, but the momentum will be undeniable. Mark these. Do not shrug them off as coincidence. Write the date. Write the detail. Track the tremors. Because as you collect them, you will see the pattern. And when fear tries to whisper, "This is all imagination," you will have evidence to silence the lie. This is how prophecy matures, through signs observed, recorded, and remembered. Chosen one, your life is not abstract. It is trackable. The wheel of heaven moves, and earth leaves receipts. Chosen one, this is the hour to answer. Not with trembling curiosity, not with passive listening, but with action. When the heavens move, silence is not enough. A covenant must be sealed. If this word has lit a fire in your chest, if you feel the burn of recognition rising even now, take your step. Mark it not just in thought, but in deed. Here is how. Tap the 3 dots under this video. Select Super Thanks. Choose the covenant seed of $20. That act is not transaction, it is declaration. It says, I see the season. I step into it publicly. I will not hide from the mantle over my life. For some, $20 is symbolic, for others it is sacrifice. But for all, it is a sign. A sign to yourself, to heaven, to the unseen watchers, that you accept the alignment written in the stars. And if you feel called beyond a single step, click join. Join the first chosen ones, those awakening now, gathering for private teachings, walking in community so the weight of destiny does not rest on one back alone. This is not about funding a personality. This is about anchoring your identity. About saying, yes, I am marked. Yes, I will walk. Yes, I will seal what has been spoken. Do not delay. Every covenant has a window. Every mantle requires response. If your spirit stirs, act now, because hesitation robs destiny, but swift obedience multiplies it. Chosen one, seal your covenant. Mark your season. Step into the company of those who will not shrink from what was written before the foundations of the earth. Chosen one, let wisdom walk beside fire. For when prophecy awakens, temptation lurks, the temptation to sensationalize, to chase conspiracy, to weaponize what was given for stewardship. But the true mantle does not exploit, it protects. Hear me, do not wander into paranoia. Do not waste your strength chasing shadows of who is watching or what the elites will do. Your calling is not to spy on power, but to shine in power. Fear feeds those who profit from confusion. You are not here to fuel fear, you are here to release clarity. And if, by rare chance, doors of influence open, if those in high places extend an invitation or a warning, remember this, you are not alone. Seek wise counsel. Bring in mentors, legal advisors, trusted allies. Do not stand in marble halls with no covering. Heaven equips the chosen with community, not isolation. Guard your privacy. Guard your data. Do not scatter personal details in comment sections or live stream chats. The sacred should not be trampled by the careless. Protect what is holy in your life as you would guard a flame in the wind. And hear this clearly, never weaponize this word against others. Never harass, threaten, or curse in the name of being chosen. That is not alignment, that is corruption. The true mark of the mantle is humility, responsibility, and love. If your heart burns for action, channel it into lawful influence, creative expression, prophetic witness, and community building. Let your activism be radiant, not reckless. Let your words build bridges, not ignite fires you cannot control. For prophecy is not license to chaos, it is invitation to stewardship. You are a torchbearer, not a torch thrower. Carry the flame with dignity, with wisdom, with ethics that even skeptics must respect. Chosen one, remember, heaven's authority on your life is not fragile, but it is holy. Walk with care. Walk with reverence. Walk knowing that the world will measure your steps as much as it measures your words. Chosen one, the time has come not just to hear, but to embody. A prophecy heard but not enacted remains distant. A prophecy activated becomes alive. Right now, wherever you are, whether in a quiet room, on a bus, or in the hidden space of your heart, you can step into alignment. Take this short ritual, simple yet sovereign. It is not a cult, not complicated, not locked behind secret orders. It is posture. It is breath. It is symbol. Step 1, light. If you can, light a single candle. If you cannot, close your eyes and imagine its flame. See it steady, small, unshaken by wind. That flame is you. Chosen. Lit. Carried. Step 2, breath. Inhale slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Repeat 3 times. Let each breath remind you that timing is not rushed, it is measured. As the heavens move with rhythm, so too does your spirit. Step 3, declaration. Speak these 3 affirmations aloud, or whisper them if you must. I receive my season. I will not fear my alignment. I am a torch, not a target. Let the words vibrate in your chest. Let your body hear them, not just your mind. Step 4, journal. Take a pen, a notebook, or even the Notes app on your phone. Write the first thought that rises after your declarations. Do not edit. Do not polish. This is your natal truth speaking, raw and unfiltered. Date it. Time it. Keep it. This will become evidence of alignment later. Step 5, blessing. Place your hand over your heart again and whisper, may my timing serve restoration, not chaos. May my presence open doors, not destroy them. May my alignment bless nations, not curse them. That is enough. 3 minutes. A flame, a breath, a word, a note, a blessing. Simple, yet cosmic. Accessible, yet eternal. Chosen one, you do not need robes, temples, or rituals drenched in secrecy. You need posture, intention, and courage. You need to let heaven's timing move from abstract to embodied. And now, you have. You are aligned. You are activated. You are ready.